Hello, everybody. Oh my god, you guys get excited because of that new intro? No, I'm kidding. But, anyways, so how do we like the new hair? Okay. I feel like after that first video I just uploaded where I was talking smack about Only Human. I feel like I should, I don't know. I don't know what you guys want to hear from me other than I'm back, kind of. Well, when I say I'm back, it's very loose in that, I'm just here. I'm here and I'm gonna maybe and maybe not create content. Who knows? Well, content is a really loose word around these parts because it's obvious that it's not anything. But yeah, so yes. So last time you saw me, I had my little bob, and ever since then, I've just been. Well, I was bobbing. I was bobbing for a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? I have a change of heart, and it is time for me to finally go back to being the woman that I am. No longer the French woman that I am, but the woman that I am currently, the Minnesotan woman that I am. And I've been hearing all this hullabaloo on the internet about like, oh, like it's hard seeing all these alt people like losing their spark, and I'm like, I don't really consider myself as alt, but I've always, like to have really kind of fun hair, and I feel like I was kind of teetering on the cusp of becoming boring, and like who the fuck wants who wants to become boring when you can be a kitty cat? And that's kind of where I'm at right now in my life. And so yes, we're a little bit darker on here. Currently I am growing out my roots because, as you can tell, my hair is extremely damaged. Or not extremely, because I mean it looks like I still have a good head of hair from afar, but when you get close and you touch it, it feels like we're touching wire, which is really great. Okay. um but where the fuck was I going with that? um but it's not really conducive to like growing your hair out, making it like super healthy and stuff. And so, yeah, yeah. And so that's just what we have to do. But luckily for me, I'm finally opening my eyes that like blonde people are not the only people in the world, and that there are many colors in the rainbow. And so I decided to go dark, and I actually really like the way like the brown just kind of works with me, because before I had this, I had like pink hair. I can just show you my phone because you guys know how I am. I'm a very lazy bitch. Imagine if it was like watching porn and I'm joking. You guys just need to laugh. You guys need to laugh. Okay. I didn't take that many pictures when I had my pink hair, but let me just say I looked like which call it. What the fuck? I'm like lagging on what the fucking word is, but I just look like an e-girl basically, and that wasn't really the vibe I was going for. But oh my gosh, stunner. And because I was going for more of a, I had like an inspo pic. I was going for more of a this vibe, but the pink, she was there to stay. Like, if you like look behind my hair here, there's like remnants of pink that is refusing to leave, and so that's not really pleasant. But I really did like the pink, and I was pink for a few months, and then, but way before that, I was just blonde. I think, but I didn't take that many selfies. Oh yeah, I had a full head of pink. Um, I kind of liked it though. I was quirked up. I was quirked up, as the girls could say. But let me find a good picture of myself where I don't look like I hate my life, because that's just how life is. Whatever. I just show you this fucking thing I made in like Instagram. But yeah, your girl was pink. She was pink with a capital P, ink. And I was quite liking that. But before that, I was rocking my blonde hair. And let me find a picture where it doesn't look like I fried my fucking hair off. Uh, no, you guys know what I look like blonde because you guys saw me blonde. But I was really quirked up around that time. So, oh my gosh, I gotta show you this like lavender I did. No, well, it's not really lavender because it was technically a toner, but I was obsessed. Give me a sec. God damn, I can't find shit in this goddamn phone. You would think that I wouldn't have butt fuck. Okay. Um, I'll show you this one because I'm smiling it. I never smile in my photos, but oh my golly, I really like that color I had on me. I was like, oh my god, I'm feeling it. Okay, but I was like, you know what? It's time to give up the bleach. It's really, really time. And so, as you can see, my natural darkness is coming in. my natural darkness is coming in, and I'm allowing it to fester in the way that it allows itself to manifest. And yeah. And anyways, I got to do my skincare routine and like get to bed because not early, an afternoon tomorrow, which is technically today, because it's 5 in the morning right now. per. I am going to a cabin with my friends, and the cabin's only like 40 minutes away, because I live in Minnesota, where there's only bears, nice people, and occasionally rabbits. Yeah. So there's not much going on around here. Oh, squirted that all over the place. Oh yeah. I've just been recently getting into this. Well, not recently. I started using it like a year ago, but you guys wouldn't know that because I've been gone for a year. um, but yeah, I'm going up to a cabin or up. It's an up or down. I don't know, but I'm going to a cabin with my friends. In like the next like 9 hours. I don't know why I'm even doing this when I should be in bed, but whatever, right? Whatever. I've never been someone who's like very good with time, and that's very evident if you watch any of my videos. But they just know how I am, and it's just but like I have everything packed and ready to go. It's just that um I'm just in a talking mood, I suppose. And where was I going with that? Yeah, so I'm going cabin up there, but today I spent the entire day helping my friend get like all the food ready for us to bring up to the cabin, because like we plan on like trying to make the most there, and so we don't want to waste all our time like cooking. And so I made a tres leche cake that is also wait no a Thai tea tres leche cake, and my friend made matcha cookies. And then I've also made something very Minnesotan and something I am very, very excited to try. And it is called, I think, like tater tot casserole. And I will be the first to admit that I have never ever had a casserole before, and maybe that just does not make me a true Midwesterner, but whatever the fuck, right? Like I grew up in a house that only had like fucking rice and soy sauce, okay? And so I like the idea of having like a cream of mushroom for dinner is kind of unsettling to me. But you know what? I do love experimenting with new cultures, and I was gonna say white people, but that's like so overarching that I can't really say that I love every white person, but there's some parts about white culture that I really do appreciate, and that is their love of things that are really easy to make, and casserole is one of those. And so I just threw that together, and then yeah, and then so tomorrow we'll head over there, and then hopefully we'll just chill out because yeah. And it's only gonna last like a day, so we're gonna be there for like the entire day today, and then we're gonna stay until the morning, and then we're gonna check out them because yeah. I don't want to be up in the butt fuck of nowhere for long, because I'd rather just be in my bed. Like I love my bed. Like look at my room. Like how can you not like being in a room this fun, this whimsy? Well, it's not really whimsy, I'll be honest with you, because I have a pedophile on my fucking wall. Like, what is there to be whimsy about? And I have a fucking mass murderer behind me. Like, there's really nothing whimsy in this room. But I do like this poster I made of corn. I don't know if I ever gave you like a room tour. Maybe I should do that right now. But okay, I'm gonna clean up just a little bit, but like otherwise, I'm gonna leave it all natural, just for you guys, because why the doozy not? I was gonna turn on my fan. Oh, okay. Let me like show you my closet first before I close it, because who the fuck likes being in the closet, right? Not I. Not I. And so we're gonna do as blonde boys do. And I'm gonna show you my closet. And so this is a poster I made like 2 years ago, a year ago from now. And it's like an Art Nouveau poster of Nana. I'll be honest with you. I've never watched Nana. I just wanted to draw some lesbians, okay? And so this is from like an assignment, and I kept it, and it's just been in my room. And even though I made the art and like it looks like decent, it just doesn't go with the vibe of my room, Like it's very dark, very dreary, very line art heavy, and everything else in here is like colorful and explosive. Well, some of these have like darker hues to them, but still, the lesbians, I'm sorry, I just had to put the lesbians back in the closet, and this is how it has to be. And then as for my closet, I actually did like an expunging. Like I trimmed it down a considerable amount, primarily because I'm not gonna show you like everything, but primarily because I just hated like going into my closet and getting overwhelmed. That's basically like how I feel about a lot of things as of late, and so that's what I did. And yeah, and then I'm gonna show you the rest of my room. And be forewarned, I have not cleaned my room like in a decently long time, but I try to keep it tidy. It's just like it just is like not the most. Yeah, so we'll just start where I just started, and then we can go from there. And so basically, that's my Hunter x Hunter poster. And then here's my mirror. And then down here is my haiku poster. Okay. And then all the way over here is just a Twice poster. I printed and found. I didn't make that, but like I found it on the internet and I printed it out. This is another Twice poster. And then this is actually a little sign I made in school for my final project. And I just have it here because why the deuce not? Why the deuce not? Right? Because I made it, because I designed it and everything. I painted it and I laser cutted it and cutted it. And so it's just chilling in my room because I don't know what else to do with it, because the fuck. Anyways, and then here's the corn poster I made a while ago. It's not my greatest work because I made it like just as I started like becoming a graphic designer, like starting like the program to be one. And it's a poster, all right, and I do like the colors. It's just and then these plushies I got when I was in like high school, not high school, in my freshman year of college, and I just have them hanging up here because why the hell not? Here's Kenma, here's Crollo, and Isabella, whatever. And then this is Hunter x Hunter, and then below that Bungo Straight Eye. And then I'm telling you, okay, like I think you guys might have the wrong impression when it comes to Bungo Stray Dogs because I do love the series. I have the manga right here, if you couldn't tell, the manga here, and I also have Beast because I love the art style. And then you can check out all I have here as well. And then here are like some Vietnamese. This one's Vietnamese. I think like a Vietnamese like thing of Tokyo Revengers. I think. Don't quote me on that. And then down here are just my collection. And you guys have seen this before, so it's nothing new. And then you guys have also seen this, so there's nothing new about that. Oh, and then I probably should point this out. This right here I got from Target. It's just like a butter thing, but I just kept it. I'll move it here for now. But I just had this here because I just think it looks cool. And then this is a thing I bought at like a craft fair at my school. And it's obviously another thing that's like laser cut because you can just tell by the way it's made. It's laser cut. And they were like, oh, you can like just paint it and blah, blah, blah. So it's only like $15. I mean, support local businesses or small businesses. And they were like students like me. So I was like, why the fuck not? And then we come over to where I usually film. So this is like my desk area. And right now it's kind of messy, but yeah. So this is my desk area. It's a table I've got at like Blix when I was like 16. And then, okay, let me turn on this light actually so it kind of looks more ambient. But right now my chair is messy as all hell because it is how it is. Oh, okay. So I don't remember if I ever showed you what my desk looked like before. But basically, before I had this bulb that I got from IKEA, I had whatchamacallit. I had like a fucking like a Pixar like fucking lamp thing that would sit in my room, but I upgraded and now she is just a bulb and she's actually really annoying if you want my true and honest opinion, but that's just how it is. Okay, and then on my desk right now, I'm gonna just stash this away, but it's just like notebooks that I like pulled out of my backpack. I need to crack my wrist. I've been like holding up. That feels good. Okay. And then so usually I'll like show you how I usually have it like set up, okay? Because right now it's like look, it's running amok. So basically, I have this little cloud like MacBook razor, whatever. I use it for like multiple things. I like use it to raise up my iPad when I'm drawing and to like raise up this hunky ass MacBook. If you guys don't know, I have the MacBook, I think it's like a Pro, and this thing is hunky, okay? Like my wrist is hurting from holding this because it's that heavy, but the rest of it, I wish you could like, it's very aesthetic. No, I'm kidding. And then these books I have, oh, actually, let me show you my collection first. I want you guys to like see it. It's a good angle for this. Okay, so I'm a consumerist girly apparently, but actually no. I actually got these on like the same day. because I was going on like on a little outing with my friends and stuff, and we stopped by this like store in the Mall of America called Ibisu, and I spent like 20 something dollars for this guy that I didn't fucking want. Okay, because it looks like he's doing like this salute, like the Roman salute, as some would say, and I know I'm just reading into it, but I just don't really like this person, and I might just sell it or give it away because I just don't like it. Because I mean, I'd rather just go buy some whiskey that I do want, because as I show you all my belongings in this room, you will find out that I'm someone who does not like being surprised about. I like having intentional like purchases, and this when it comes to like surprise boxes, like it's not intentional because you don't know what the fuck you're buying because you know what you're buying, but like you don't know what you're getting, and so I just don't really like the guy. But like this little thing I bought from Target, and then this is a little Lego figurine I made at the Legoland in Mall of America when I was there. And me and my homies have like matching little figurines, and those are my homies from whatchamacallit, college. So I actually left college with some friends. Can some of y'all say that? No, I'm kidding. And then this cup I got from Ibisu as well, but this is like long ago. This is like 2-3 years ago, or maybe not. I don't know. And then over here, sorry. And over here I have just, this is like so performative, isn't it? But I have my Lolita book because right now I'm like working on something that requires me to just have references around like just in terms of like how authors write, and so I have like a variety of works from different authors, and I have more. It's just that I just don't want the fucking out and about, And so anyways, this is Lolita, this is Sherlock Holmes. Is that what it's called? Like Sherlock Holmes. And this one back here is Taza. Because I remember really liking the series, but now that I'm reading it back, it's very much evidence that it's for children, which is not a bad thing. It's just like I remember it being a lot more interesting than it actually was, or maybe I'm just like disconnected from the series to where I don't really feel any sort of attachment towards it anymore, but who knows. But anyways, so above my desk, my woeful desk, is my art. I can, this big ass, oh my god, I almost dropped you guys. Could you imagine? But that's an artwork I did in college, and then this is another artwork I did. It's like paint, and I get like, yeah, get in there, yes. And then this is another thing I made when I was in that like college art class, and this I obviously didn't make because who the fuck do you think I am? Like fucking, well, anyways. So this is, that is the Smiths. Oh my gosh. Yes, I made that poster. If you couldn't tell, it's very rudimentary, but whatever. And then that poster above it, let me like bring it close. That poster above it right there, the hunt for the wilder people, it's for like a college class I had to do. It's like one of the first like major like graphic design things I did. And so I mean, I like the way it looks, but it just reminds me of dark days, dark days. And if you guys are wondering, I graduated. Huzzah, I graduated, yeah. I graduated like 6 months ago. But I walked, obviously, I think I told you guys that. I walked in May of last year. Yeah. So your girl's all graduated, and now she's just a bum living in her parents' basement. And I'm showing you guys, her parents' basement right now, aka my room. And this is my ugly, pink curtains. And then we get over to my side desk. And let me just, well, you can see what I have in there. I don't have anything too explicit, but so this is what my desk is looking like. This is like my side table basically, and I can show you guys kind of, okay. Oh, bitch. So this is a lamp I thrifted. I showed you guys that before. And then so you might be asking what the purpose of the bee is doing up here. What the bee is doing up here and what its general purpose is. I was like drinking this before my friend. We got it at like Aldi's, and it's so sweet. I don't know. I usually really like sweet drinks, but this was just so sweet. I was like, I think I'd rather kill myself than drink it, but empty. So we'll trash that. But yeah, and so you might be asking, what is this? What is the purpose of this bee other than to be adorable? And so basically, yeah, she's just a light dimmer. That's her entire purpose, is to be a light dimmer, and that is just how it is. Okay, and then the rest of it just has some stuff. I have some dildo looking things right here. I like because I have a habit of like twirling out my hair and like wanting to do things with my hands while I'm like working on designs and stuff. And so this is just something I like to have on standby. Um, Water bottles in case I get thirsty at night. And then some more of the thingamabobbers from the same brand. And this one especially looks so explicit, doesn't it? It looks like a bad dragon like sex toy, but I trust you, it's not gone anywhere except for this. Okay. I wish though, you know, I wish, but no. I'm not freak enough to try. This is just like a tray, like another like little trinket thing that I bought at Target. I bought it with the leaf thing you saw back there. And it's just holding some random shit that I just either need to get rid of or yeah, just like my Aquaphor that I don't really like actually. I actually do not like this as much. The fuck? Oh my god, I'm scared. And then some like expired batteries that I have. Okay, we'll just put that there then. A fork for some reason. Good old faithful, you've seen me use this before, and some other doodads. And then I just have a notebook here because I was it's just for planning things, you know, like not planning things like but like planning things is a thing that I'm working on. And so like it's just like really dumb stuff basically. But yeah. And then guess what? It's a Muji. I bought it like way back when I was like 16 when I went to New York for the first time, and I thought I was so unique. I don't know. But you know, it's just teenager shit. But anyways, so yeah, you guys seen my bed before. The only like new thing that I have is like that satin pillowcase, and I basically have it because well, the influencer told me I had to, so I was influenced, and I still use it because I mean, I don't know if it helps with my acne because I never had acne to begin with. But yeah, I just use it. I don't know. I got okay. So anyway, so this is you guys seen this before, and I mean, I guess I can give you guys like an explanation. I'm like, because I don't really know what to say. Like the fuck. So that's my Marie. These two are vinyls. And then that up there is a vinyl, and then that right there, Chief Keef. I designed that poster of him. I can bring you like guys a little bit closer. Yeah, that's him. And then over there is my South Park poster, and I don't know if this person is still watching, but I made that poster. Yeah, so someone asked about it like a long time ago. It's like, oh my god, where'd you get that South Park poster? And I was gonna answer like, oh my god, I made it. Like I made that. But then I was like, that sounds just kind of like conceited. So I didn't. But if you're still watching and you're wondering, I made that. But I guess I could show you like a little close up over here. It doesn't have Cartman in it because it's supposed to be like Butters doing it, and then this is so much work, you guys. But yeah. And then this is Mads Mikkelsen, and then this is Paul Dano. And then you obviously see the Miku poster because she's an icon. And then my Drain Gang poster I made like literally like in 5 minutes because I needed like an extra thing to put up on my wall. I don't know. And then we have the one and only Daryl Dixon. Just kidding. I don't remember what his fucking thing is. And then I forgot what his fucking name is. I have him on my wall, but I forgot what his name is. And then I have him, Adam Driver, and our poppy, Mads Mikkelsen. And then just these kids, I don't know, because they're cute. I like out of my favorite, like out of like all of the Vocaloids, like Len is my favorite. So, but he's always been a family favorite for me and my family. And then over here, another Miku poster. I might take her down one day, but whatever. A movie that I used to really like, and then some more vinyls I bought when I was like 16, 15, whatever the fuck, like how old, Starboy, Zayn, Arctic Monkeys, and you can like kind of tell like what era of time this is. This is definitely like during the Tumblr era. And then up there is artwork I made of DMC Devil May Cry characters, and so I made those like years ago too. So that's Virgil up there, that's V, and that's Dante. And then down here we have a little Riddler moment. Oh my god, he's so zesty. And I just had these printed out a while ago, and I don't know. But yeah. And then over here is my Pierce the Veil poster that I made, along with like I called it like a series of posters I made because I made them all in one thing. So everything that you see in this poster, not poster, everything that you see in this fucking room was made by me. Or like these posters that you saw. Okay, let me rephrase that. Okay, all of the posters that I've like pointed out so far that were made by me, were all made in like the same like time frame, and so I consider them like a series, but not really because this one doesn't really fit the theme of the other ones. I was just going for more of a typographic style rather than the other illustrative ones, but whatever. Lana Del Rey, just a thing that came in her vinyl. Pierce the Veil again. Uh, the gaze, and if you move aside, this fella, another Paul Dano, because I really like that picture of him, but he was there originally, but I had to move him because he was being naughty. So, and then that is it for the wall, I think. Oh, yeah. And then over here is just artworks that I made when I was like, I don't know, I was super emo and I was like just trying out different things. Yeah, I really like this strawberry one. I think it's cute. But this one I made like during art class because I'm demented in a way. And then that one is another art class thing. And then this one I made at home. But yeah, very cool. Not. And then you guys obviously remember Mr. Duffy, I hope. He's just chilling here. But the rest of my stuffed animals got moved over here mainly. I'm gonna put you on Mr. Stuffy because he's a good place. But basically, I moved all of my stuffed animals here, and if you remember before, over here, I had like a yarn set up, and then I moved everything downwards. And so, okay. And so, yeah. And then so here is my Dungle Scorgan, whatever it's called. Yeah. And then he has a little cowboy hat on because, it's festive. And then this, I'm gonna call it grab him by the crotch, but don't do that because you don't want to copy the actions of a man that's in our office right now. But this is Frogger. His name is Frogger. It sounds like a slur because it probably is a slur in his language, but that's just him. That's Frogger. He's my child. And then we'll put him back, and then we'll put Skungle back on. And then over here is like I feel like I've showed you this before, but I made this like a really long time ago. And you can tell it's like hand stitched because of how wonky and janky it looks, but I was gonna make like overalls for it, but I just forgot, Yeah. Squishmallow, a friend bought like one for me at like a state fair, like gave it to me. I don't know how I got in possession of that. I got this like during Christmas of this year for like, I don't know. And then this I just got at Target because I thought it was cute. But I don't know if he really fits the vibe, but I mean, he's here. And then the rest of these, this is like a work in progress crochet project, and the rest of them are cardigans that you've seen before. And then down here are like all of my excess projects. Here's like a oh shit. Here's like one of the satin pillows that are like clean. I can show you the project I worked on during class. So we were working on like pattern making, and so this was like a fabric that I like dyed and then I printed on. And then can you like tell who these little characters are? Do they look familiar to you guys? Because if they do, they are the little creatures that are on my on the little blue guys over there. You'll see them once I bring you over there, okay? But yep. So I made that during like a printmaking class, and I guess it was pretty cool. It was like one of the last classes I took at my semester there, and while it was like fairly stressful, I had a lot of fun in that class because it was really hands-on, and yeah, it was just exciting. I wish I had some of the posters I made, but alas, I give them all away because I'm stupid, but it is what it is. You're stupid, you learn, and you laugh, and you live. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's all I can show you over. Oh, and then let me show you this. Do you guys remember that cardigan I made? Well, I fucking mutilated her. I fucking killed her. I killed her, and I made her into this. So she's a lot more pretty now. And she just is hanging out here because I recently just finished her. Because I took her apart like 2 weeks ago, and I recently just put her back together. And now she's looking better than ever. And I did like a little scallop edge for her, And that's all you need to know. Per. And then so we go over to here, and then this is like low-key kind of my favorite corner of the room, just because it's like kind of random and not all that nonsensical. But this is a little shelf I thrifted from Goodwill. And I put my little Peppa figurines on there because I used to be obsessed with Peppa. So I put them bitches up there. And for a Secret Santa, I got in possession of, I don't remember what this creature is called, but it's a little kitty cat from D&D. Yes. So if you guys are a fan of D&D, then tell me, you know. But, you know, I dabble, but I'm not all that great. Okay. And then we come into here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but I'm going to put you guys down because my fucking arm hurts. But this is like my fragrance collection. I'll move this for a minute. But so yeah. So this is just Choco Musk. And then this is, I forgot what it smells like coffee. And then this one I got at TJ Maxx. And then up here we just have some of my samples that I've collected over the years. And then just the scragglers. And then these are kind of like what I've been cycling through as of late. This one has been like my main scent that I've been using, and this one is just like a room scent that I've sometimes used, and this one is a new scent that I picked up like a few months ago. It's the replica, I think it's like called the Afternoon Delight, and I haven't been wearing it lately because it's way too fucking hot to be wearing something that sugary or like milky. And so yeah, she's been on the back burner, but once it gets colder, I'll definitely pull her out and we will see what we can do with her. But not to sound like Marilyn Monroe, not to sound like Amberlyn Reed, but we're gonna move on because I know you guys are not interested in my fucking perfume collection because you guys aren't here for that, or maybe you are, who knows. And then here is what my desk looks like. This is where I film. Hello. Yeah, and then you guys have obviously probably seen these guys before. That's 5 Seconds of Summer, and that's One Direction. R.I.P. Liam. Where am I going? Okay, so basically these trinkets that you see right here, I literally just bought them today, and so they're just sitting in my room. I'll show you guys them after, but I'll just move these aside. This is like my contact case right here. I don't know what this is. Probably just jack off, and then like empty contact things I forgot to throw away, and then this right here. You guys might be like, what the fuck is that? And I'll tell you what the fuck that is. That is all of my contacts that I've used in a year. Or like just used all in my life. Like these are all the contacts that I've been like, I've just been collecting these over the past like 2-3 years. And it's amassed into this like ball. Isn't it great? I love it. So yeah, I just keep it here just as a reminder that you know, plastic is plastic and it will always remain plastic. And then I'll bring you closer to here, and then look, don't those guys look familiar? Yeah, they do. And then here it's just like a little like jar that has like nothing in it. And then yeah, here's like a flower stand. It's like the same one as the other one. I bought them at Michael's or something like that, and I painted them for like a class project, and I just kept them here. And these are just like some of my mainstays. This one is empty. This is contact solution. This one I use occasionally if I wear makeup. This one I have not touched. Do not touch as often. This is like the only one I've been like reaching for basically. And then the other ones are just up here just cause, but maybe I might do that. But anyways, and then this is my bonnet that you guys saw me wearing the other night. Because my hair is, like I said, fried, doomed, and left, and is not meant to be. Whatever. I'm just rambling. Okay, just rambling. Let me ramble. Okay, I need to like. My nose. Fuck. I'm gonna turn on my fan if that is okay with y'all. Oh my god, my nose is like so runny. Whatever. Okay. And then I'm going to show you quickly the plates I got today. So basically before me and my friend like went back to her place to like cook and bake and whatever the fuck, we went to this place called the Asia Mall, and I don't know where it is. But basically it's just like this like Asian mall, a mall that has like all these Asians like shops and stuff. And there's this place called Ibisu, and I feel like I already brought that up. I don't know. But anyways, so I went in there thinking I was going to get some mugs, but turns out my eye was caught by something else. Okay. And so I was besmirched by this like strange looking just like contraption. I just like it. I like the way it looks, and it just looks cute. And I can like envision myself like, I don't know if I can eating soup out of it. And then this. Like, isn't it gorgeous? Like, and then when I turn it to the side, you can tell that it's like not like fully circle, but like when I hold it here, it looks like that. But like, I don't know. I just really like the way it looks, and I like the handles. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna use it for. Well, I do. I'm probably just gonna put spaghetti in it because that's all I've been eating is spaghetti. But I just really like the way it looks, you know, and yeah. And then I'm gonna say the best for last because I like doing that. And then this is like another cute like little cottage plate that I found, and it just looks so cute. And I was like, I must have it for myself. I must, mother. And so I bought it. And I just really like the way it has like a ruffled edge, and it's just not like technically a plate. I do like the way it kind of curves up, and I do think it's very cute. And so, yes. And then here is the cutest fucking plate ever. It's kind of like a bowl plate, like a plate. But I was just like, this is the most adorable thing ever. Like, look at this little fucking face. It's so cute. And so I bought it. And so this has just been chilling in my room because I like just unboxed it. But I will, once I come back from my trip, I'll wash them. But right now they're just gonna stay in my room for the time being. Oh, and then did I ever point out my Awala? I bought this a few months ago too, because I am a consumer, and as consumers do, I buy things. And then it like, you know, it like matches the vibe of my room, low-key too. And yeah, but I just brought this down from the kitchen after I cleaned it, but like for some reason my Awala gets like moldy. I don't know what the fucking issue is. I think it might be that I use like room temperature water, or that I'm like drink out of it after I eat, but I don't know if that like can cause mold. I don't know. I never had that issue with my hydro flask. Like the mold part like starts up here. Like that's where the mold starts, and I like tried scrubbing it. I like soaked it in vinegar for a little bit, and I don't know if that did anything other than make it taste like I'm drinking like pickle juice. But yeah, no fucking bueno. Okay. And I think that's basically about it in terms of like my room, right? I think so. You guys can correct me. Oh, I probably should point that bad boy out. You see the little kitty cat up there? Oh, no. You see that little kitty cat? That's another one of my little laser cut experiments that I did. And it was another element of one of my final projects. And I can show you it a little more close. It's just the kitty cat. And it was like a logo that I made. And I was like, I printed it out and whatever the fuck. Okay, now I can finally settle into my bed as I so have craved because my fucking feet hurt like crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I already have like mostly everything packed for tomorrow. I just have to pack some necessities. But other than that, your sweet little demure girl will be set for her trip. I hope. Here's hoping. I'm bringing this to my bed so I can put lotion on, okay? Get real. I'm not gonna fucking jack off with you guys on film. Stupid child. You stupid child. When it was okay, now that I'm in bed, I feel like I should probably talk about the elephant in the room. I don't know if my memory is just so shot these days. I don't even know if I'd like discuss this before I just started this video, so we shall see, okay? But basically, the reason why I just have not been posting is it's like primarily because I just don't want to. Like I can sit here and make these excuses like, oh, my mental health was so bad, or like, oh, I was just busy, but like no, I just didn't want to. I didn't have much to say because like I feel like you guys already like have heard everything I had to say, you know, because you could only like rehash the same topics over and over, and I was just like, I feel like I'm not really adding anything to the conversation, or maybe you guys don't want that. I don't really care, you know, but like for me personally, I just had nothing to say, and when I have nothing to say, it's very evident in my content or like in the videos I like put out. It's just like, oh, like I'm just doing this just to do it. And so I took a really long break just because I wanted to, and it's yeah, but I recently have been thinking about like starting it back up because of that one video I just posted of like me ripping on the book. We'll call it the book. And yeah, I mean, I was like watching through my old content again, and I found myself like laughing at them, and I quickly realized that I like the main purpose of my videos were to like kind of make me laugh, because I love watching through my old videos and like laughing at the stupidity, like the stupid shit that I would say, and like all the like the stupid little jokes I would make. Like I love watching through my, like, I know it sounds so narcissistic, but I love watching through my old videos and like skipping through like different like timestamps on my video and seeing and hearing the ridiculous shit that would come out of my mouth. And so that's kind of what I want to start back up, because I find a lot of joy in watching my videos, and I don't know if that is the same for other people, but you know what, if it is, then gracias, you know, like gracias, but like grassy ass. But for me personally, I just like to have like a catalog of just myself being stupid on the internet, and you know, not offensive stupid, just stupid, you know, like stupid. And yeah, I just really miss, I guess I just miss all of this, you know. I miss like sitting down and just talking and then being stupid and then being worried about my parents hearing about all the stupid shit I say, or like coming on and just being like, you guys, like, I am bored as a motherfucker, so just listen to me talk, you know. And sometimes the videos are dud, sometimes they aren't, but like that's not really the point of this channel. That's why I don't really like whenever I get like a really big video that like blows up, I'm like, I don't really just sit down and like, oh, like how can I capitalize on that. I'm just kind of like, oh well, okay, like, okay, and then I just move on, you know, because I like to talk what I like to talk about. And there's just no point to like trying to like grow big on this platform where there's just already so many creators like doing better things than I am, because I don't edit my videos. I just kind of sit down and just kind of jack off, and hopefully you guys don't get hit with the splooge. But yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, it'd be great if I could start making money off this shit, but at the same time, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm just kind of doing this just to make me laugh. And at the end of the day, I'm here for a laugh, and I hope you guys are here for a laugh too. um and beyond that, I don't really know what to say. I mean, I'm in like a much better mood than, I would say that I'm not, because like, I don't know, I always like go through like phases of being like, oh, I'm like totally fine, and then phases of being um you know, down in the dumps. And I feel like that's fairly normal for a lot of people, but for me, it's just kind of really hard, like, to kind of focus on a lot of things where I'm already down in the dumps, and having this thing looming over me, having people like, knowing that people like, you know, watch my shit. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, you serious? Like, yeah. But like, I'm always, I'm just, yeah, you know. But yeah, that's basically why I've been gone. It's not because like I fell out of, I fucking, I don't know, I got into a car crash and I broke my fucking leg. Like, you guys know me, I'm boring. I'm a boring person who doesn't really do much with her life, and so not much has been going on with me. I've been going to D&D campaigns. I've been hanging out with homies. I recently played through Dragon Age Veilguard with some friends, and that was pretty interesting. And we got to riz up Davrin. Quite liked him. And I've been watching My Little Pony. I've also watched House MD. What else have I done? I've done a lot of things this year, and maybe I should have, you know, hopped on camera and talked about some of it, because I did have a lot of thoughts about House MD, and I do have a lot of thoughts about My Little Pony, but I don't know if those fandoms would be receptive to my opinions. Well, they're not controversial by any means, but like, I do have some opinions on the matter, but whatever. And I've been watching a lot of bad movies with my friend. And yeah, I mean, I've been living life, just doing what I do, and I feel like I feel like I really missed out on not recording any of those like experiences, because I feel like I would like to re-experience them later on and have like a video proof of like them actually going on in my life. But at the same time, I didn't really feel the need to tell anybody about it, but now I'm back, and hopefully my life is, I don't know if my life is that interesting, but at the same time, I'm now, I guess it's just this hair. Okay, I just got my hair done, and I'm just in a good mood. Okay, I'm just in a really good mood, and my calico hair is making me feel calico-y, very kitty cat. And yeah, so I don't know how this all is gonna go moving forward, but basically I'm just trying to say that I will be back. I don't know if in what capacity, but I don't know, because I just plan on like making more goofy content and just kind of talking about whatever the fuck, and hopefully people can laugh with me. I was also thinking of like doing clips on TikTok, but that's a lot of work. And you guys know how I feel about work, don't you? Don't you? Yeah. And I don't know about like book content either. I just like ripping on Osamu Dazai because I just think it's funny. But at the end of the day, we're just here for laughs, aren't we? We're just here for laughs. And yes. Yeah. So I hope this like return isn't too abrupt, whatever the fuck. And I don't really know what to say because this is like the first time I've like actually had to like sit down and record a video about like all of this, and it's just like I just like my thoughts like blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't know where we're going from here, but hopefully you guys are in it for the ride because because right now I'm currently unemployed. As always, I feel like I will be unemployed until the future, but that's by choice. And I don't know how to explain that to you guys other than I'm working on a project that's requiring a lot of my mental energy. And yeah. And I the thing is with me is that I don't really like announcing things until I can finally bring it to fruition. And where it's at the moment is at a kind of like a standstill. I'm like getting things like working in progress, and I'm like really deep into what I'm working on, but at the same time there's still a lot to be done, and so I don't want to like jinx it and ruin my progress by like putting it out there and having that like pressure of like people expecting something out of me. And so I'm going to keep it under wraps for now, but essentially what it is that I'm creating content, a fictional content, you know, like content where, you know, characters do this and that in a story. And yeah. And that's basically all I've been up to ever since I graduated. I can give you guys a little bit more insight into what I've been working on outside of everything. So basically I graduated from college. I finished up my capstone project. I was embarrassed about it. Maybe I'll make a video about how I was not really invested in okay, so I'll make a video explaining my senior experience and then wrapping up my college experience, and then hopefully that will be the next video or the next few videos because I do want to talk more about that, but right now I'm just tired. And then I'll just quickly go in about like what I've been up to right now, which is now. So basically I started like working on this project a year ago basically. So I started like in September of last year, and I've been working on it like incrementally up until now. So basically I worked on it like fairly regularly like during my senior year, and the second I graduated I devoted like every single not devoted because I still devote a lot of time to it today, or to this very day. I like wake up, I work on it, and I go to bed. Like literally that's like all I do, and then sometimes I'll take breaks to like hang out with friends. But for me, whenever I get like in the zone of like working, I just don't want to go out and like do things like because like it'll ruin that like my zone. Like once you like snap out of it, it's hard to go back in. And so for me, I like to like go through like stints of like just working on it for like weeks on end, and then I'll eventually give myself like socialization time. But I know that's like not like the healthiest work cycle, but like the thing is like when you have like a passion project, you know, you really want to make sure it can be completed within a reasonable amount of time. And when it's like something you just think about constantly, it just consumes you, and it's just really hard to think about anything else. And so I've been putting like a lot of things on the back burner and finding a job, like a stable job where you get paid, you have benefits and all that, like on the back burner, because I've just been so focused on this one passion project. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it's gonna pan out. I'll be totally honest. I sure hope it does and I can make a career out of it. But if it doesn't, then I will, you know, eventually have to fucking grow up and be a fucking man and look for a job, whether that be, you know, something in graphic design or worse off I will go into the service industry yet again. I will the public service industry. I will. But that's not saying that it's like the bad thing to be, but it's just like you guys are warriors and I'm just not a warrior. Okay, I am someone who likes to sit in her bed and ruminate. I like to ponder. Yeah, I'm not strong, you guys. But yeah, so if this doesn't pan out, I'm giving myself until I was gonna say the end of this month, but like that is a lot, you know. But I'm gonna give myself until the end of this month to get like all the beginning things like ready to go, like all the beginning stages ready to go, and I will start, you know, slowly releasing it, or whatever speed it wishes to go, and we will go from there. Yeah, because I do realize that I need to grow the fuck up, get a job, and you know, become a functional member of society. But at the same time, I have a passion, and it's burning deep inside of me, mama. And so I just really want to get it out there as like while it's still like, you know, fueling me and keeping me going, because when I tell you, it's like the only thing that like keeps me like alive, or not alive. That's so dramatic. I sound like the main character of No Longer Human, but like basically it's the only thing that I genuinely get excited to like wake up these days, because I always wake up with these ideas of what I can do for the for the thing I'm working on with. I just it's story, but like for this project I'm working on, like I literally wake up excited every single day to like work on the project, or make the assets for the project, and all these like super like, you know, like I don't know, like I feel like I don't really know how to explain it other than like I just really enjoy what I'm doing right now, and I kind of want to keep on like living in that while I have the privilege to do so, because I feel like a lot of people think that once you turn like 22, or like once you get in your 20s, you have to like know everything all at once. But I'll be honest with you, like I think that I'm being afforded the privilege to literally do whatever the fuck I want, and my parents are generally pretty understanding about like what I do and who I am, and so they're not really like forcing me to get a job. Well, they say things like, oh, like you should get a job just for fun, but I think it's kind of twisted that they think like getting a job is fun, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm just being pedantic, but for me, I think that I'm doing right now for me personally is like a lot of freaking fun, and I haven't when I'm telling you this when I tell you this, I have not had this much fun in years. I'm not lying, because I literally like wake up every single day literally so excited to get to work on this project and make more progress on it, and keep on building out this thing that I've been working on for an entire year now, and to see from what, because I like to like revisit my old drafts and see like how I've grown as a creator, and it has just been, yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed it, but like I realize there's still a lot of work ahead of me, and so but at the same time I feel like this like external, not external, this internal like pressure to make more of myself, as in, you know, getting a job and being a, and like because like all of my friends have jobs, all of my friends are like looking to move on with their lives, and for me I'm kind of just like in the same place I was like several years ago. Like I'm still in my parents' basement, I'm still doing the same shit I've always done, but this time I kind of want to see if I can make it come, like make it more than what it already is, you know. And I don't know. I'm kind of worried that like it won't pan out. Like I'm really super fucking worried, but I'm hoping it does. So I'm gonna put my all into it, and hopefully I will succeed. And if I don't, then I will just keep on trying, because I don't know what else to do at this point. Because I put a lot of effort, a lot of my like heart and soul into it, and I just hope that it does pan out. But at the same time, I do know it requires a lot of work, so I intend on doing that. But right now I'm allowing myself to have a little bit of fun with my friends, and to, yeah, and to, you know, start doing this again, to just give myself a little more of an outlet, because I mean I am having fun working on this project, and it is like an outlet for me, but at the same time I realize that it is also how do I like describe it? It's also like kind of like a job in a way, where it's I clock in every single day. Like I wake up at a certain time, and not at a certain time, I like my sleep schedule is fucked, but I wake up and I like work on it for like 12 hours straight, or sometimes more than that. Like I literally spend like an entire day like writing, like, yeah, sorry, oh it came out, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm writing a story. Don't call me like an author, or like a writer or anything, but like you can call me like a creator, or like a creative, but don't call me an author, like please don't. Because I feel like writing is not my strong suit, which is why I'm kind of embarking on this adventure to like try to see if I can improve on these skills that I don't have. And I'm kind of supplementing that with like my graphic design, and like a lot of the other things that I'm more proficient in, like my art and graphic design. And yeah, and so as you guys know, writing requires a lot of work, and I'm just I'm just taking it day by day by day, and I'm trying to respect the craft that I'm getting into. And so I've been doing a decent amount, not decent, I've been doing some menial research on the matter, and then I'm not gonna bore you guys with all these details, but basically that's what I've been working on these for this entire year, and it is, yeah, it's taken a lot out of me, but at the same time I want to keep on letting it grow. And I'm hoping, like Mitzi says, I have a little bit more time just to be me. I'm just hoping, like, mama, let me just stay for one more night, please, mama. And that's just where I'm kind of at in my journey. And I don't know if that makes me seem like a bum. I don't know if that makes me seem like some type of loser, because I don't really care. I'm happy, and that kind of, it's better than where I was when I first started college, because I think I told you guys about that. Like, I went to college when I was like at a really, really bad place in my life, and now that I'm kind of out of it, I feel like genuinely like really happy. And and now that I have this passion to look forward to every single day, I just wake up like feeling like I have a purpose. And I don't know if that purpose is actually going to be, an actuality in this reality, but we will have to see. And that is kind of where I will kind of leave that off, because I don't know what else to say about that, because I'm just going to continue to keep on working on it. And I don't know, I'm just thinking about like how much work I have to do, and I'm just like, oh my god. But I already put so much like effort into it now, like I like giving up, it just be like would be stupid, and so that's what I do. And like if it doesn't pan out, then like I said, I'll just search for a job and set the project I have working on the side for now, as I make a life for myself and stuff like that. But right now I'm kind of putting all my eggs in one basket, if I'm being like totally honest. I am. And it's a little worrisome, but I'm praying to my Buddha shrine, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm hoping to the spaghetti monster that it will pan out. Yeah. And that's all I basically have to say, because I'm getting tired now. I really want to get to bed. And so I will talk to you guys more about whatever the fuck as the weeks go by, because I'm sure I will think of something. And yeah, that's all I got on that. Okay. I hope this like return isn't too abrupt or too weird or whatever the fuck. I don't really care, actually. I don't give a fuck. Like I say that I do, but I don't. Like just as long as I get to do whatever the fuck I want to do, then it just don't matter. It just don't matter to me. So yeah. I don't remember how I end my videos, I'll be honest with you. How the fuck? Okay, whatever. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next video, perchance. I don't know. Alright. Kisses.